G'day all, King Brown here, back at home. Been overseas on a bit of a holiday for the last 4 or 5 weeks, and yeah, I just thought I'd do a bit of a quick video and catch up. I've been getting quite a few messages on when are you going to do another video, and I got so busy last year. It's pretty full on. These expos, they run for 3 days, so I'm doing shows for 3 days, but there's 2 days setting up, pretty much a day gone packing down. Not always. I can get out at night sometimes on the last day, but there's always a day to get there at least, and a day to get home or back to the next one or whatever. So the 3 days becomes 5 or 6 days for the week, and there's not much time left. Much as I wanted to do a lot of camp oven related YouTube videos, it sort of got put on hold. Anyway, now I've doubled my workload because I've actually started another channel, as you do when you can't keep up with what you're already doing. You might give yourself some more. And anyway, what's going to happen? All right, well, we're starting off with the camp oven season, and I'll be doing camp oven cooking and barbecue cooking for Australian events at all their expos again this year. I'll be doing some camp oven cooking demonstrations at some other expos in New South Wales, actually. So keep an eye out on the King's calendar for that. While I'm talking about the King's calendar, actually, I will put in a plug for that, and I'll put in a link, or if you go to my website, campovenkitchen.com.au, and look on the menu there, you'll see titled King's calendar. Well, if you actually click on that, where I'm going to be, all my bookings that have been confirmed, I actually put in that calendar. So if you're wondering if I'm ever going to be near your area, well, that's how you find out. That's the best way to find out. So anyway, yeah, Moreton Bay Expo at Redcliffe, that's next week, and then I think I'm off to Coffs Harbour to do a couple of days down there early in March, and then of course back to Nambour for the Nambour Expo. And did I miss one? I might have missed one. I'm going to Orange at one stage, and I think that's coming up before Easter as well. Cairns, heading to Cairns early in May, and I'll be doing the Cairns, Townsville, Mackay run again up there, and then all the rest of them, they follow back to back. I've got a few shows, bulk agricultural shows, and later on in the year we've got I'll be doing the annual Clarence Valley. Well, it's not a camp oven festival anymore. It's more of a camp oven school. They have limited numbers if you want to get hold of them. I'm not sure if they have any left actually at the camping ground there. I might put a link on the screen here for that one. I can't think what it's called. Nemboida, camping and canoeing or something like that, I think it's what it's called. In the past, we've had some fantastic time down there doing the camp oven festival, but they've been smashed by fires, and they've had a really hard time down there. Lots of bushfires, and yeah, so they're taking it a bit easy this year and slowed it down, just having small numbers, and a bit of a camp oven school with myself and a couple of other camp oven cooks to show you how we do it. Yeah, so that's in June, I think, for me. Well, later on in the year, for sure, we've got the usual suspects: Rockhampton, Narrabri, Toowoomba, Newcastle again this year. We'll be going to Cleveland, Sunshine Coast, a few of the other Queensland agricultural shows, possibly a couple of them in the northern New South Wales again. And later in the year, we've got the Millmerran. Well, I shouldn't call it that. It's at Millmerran, but the Australian Camp Oven Festival, which is the Mecca. If you haven't been to that and you're interested in camp ovens or camping, I highly recommend it. That's a fantastic weekend. I can guarantee you will thoroughly enjoy yourself out there. That is a very well run event. Always enjoy myself out there, having a great old time, throwing dampers around with the people in the crowd and having some fun. So I'll be there all weekend doing cooking demonstrations. And straight after that, actually, I pretty much pack up my swag and I head to Western Australia. Look out, Western Australia, here I come. First trip over there, I'm heading down to Esperance, and I've been checking out Esperance on the YouTubes, and I'll tell you what, it's a pretty good looking place. I'm pretty excited about that. I wouldn't mind going down there and staying and hanging around and doing some filming and maybe some cooking and camping and fishing even. I don't know yet. But it looks very interesting down there. Desert meets the ocean. Oh, sounds like heaven to me. anyway, I'm looking forward to that. So that's at the end of the year, and very busy year. I'll have most of my stuff with me. Might be travelling a bit lighter as far as the shop goes this year, in particular with the camp ovens. It looks like I won't be carting my usual trailer around, so I'll be limited in numbers in what I can carry with me. So I would suggest if anyone is interested in one, that they message me and say, can you please bring me 1-2 cans, or wherever it might be, and I can organise for you to pay for it, and I'll write your name on the box, and then you'll know you'll get it that way. They weigh too much for my my new setup, so I've got to be a bit weight conscious these days. Yeah, so anyway, my new setup, it'll be on display shortly. I'll be doing a big reveal on that, but it'll be over on my new YouTube channel, which is called King Brown Tracks. I'll just put that up on the screen there for you, and make sure you get that spelling right on that. Yeah, King Brown Tracks, and I've already got a couple of videos up there from a recent little King Brown adventure I had, travelling overseas to the Philippines. And yeah, I didn't really set out to do a YouTube channel over there. I just started taking a few videos and having a bit of fun and practicing with my new phone. I broke my phone pretty bad last year, and the one I got, they reckon it's like the duck's guts for doing YouTube videos. And I thought, oh well, I didn't bring any cameras with me, but I might as well play around with it and see what I do. And it's pretty good. I'm using it right now, actually. It's not too bad to use. And so anyway, I had a bit of a play around. I've whacked a couple of videos together. There's nothing flashed there, but yeah, there's some interesting scenery, and it was very interesting to see how people live over there. And one of the things I really noticed, and it brought home to me, I was thinking about it today, is Australians, we're very lucky in the fact that we've got our BCFs and all our Anacondas and all our big camping stores and that we can go in and buy tents and swags and fishing gear and camp ovens and whatever we want to get to go camping. And there's lots of places in Australia you can go camping. You don't have to go far from any major city, especially if you're lucky enough to live in Western Australia, I guess, and Queensland. Queensland, no matter where you are in Queensland, you're no more than 2 hours from the outback. That's what I noticed. New South Wales, in places you've got to travel for several hours before you're really in the outback. Probably a whole day mostly, but yeah. But when I was over there, I thought, well, where's all the camping stores? I need to buy some stuff, and they're looking at me like, what's a camping store? There's no such thing, Ronnie. I was like, oh, really? Well, where do you get your camping stuff from? So basically he said, what's camping? Like, we just go to a motel, it's like $10 a night, no one goes camping over there. And then I thought about it, I thought, climate-wise and population and in some of the countries and that, there's probably a lot of places in the world where they actually don't get to go camping like we do. So, obviously America's a big place, and they're big into the hunting over there, the hunting scene and the camping scene, but yeah, when you think about it, there wouldn't be too many places where you can actually just pack up for the weekend and head out randomly and, there's a nice spot and, pull over and go camping. And I was getting hard to do that in Australia too, though, isn't it, That's why I laugh about all these people that come to my show, and I go, is anybody here into free camping? And they all put their hands up. Yeah, big smiles on their faces. Yeah, I'm into free camping. So yeah, well, back in my day, we just called it camping, So, but it's getting to that stage, you got to pay to go anywhere. But that's all right. People are making money on the farms, letting the campers in, and I think that's great. I do. I think that's wonderful. And I just want to see more people getting out there and doing that. I think it does something to your brain. Time with friends and fire and food does something to your brain. It resets you and grounds you, because that's what mankind has done for millennia. And when we get very busy in our lives and we lock ourselves up in these concrete jungles, and we don't have time to sit and look at the stars, and we don't have time to sit and share a meal with friends around a fire, that's when our worlds all start to fall apart and things start to get a bit grim. So when you see the people, there's a good expression, the happy camper, and that's exactly right. In my eyes, that's true. Happy camper. You're happy because you're out there and enjoying a bit of outdoors. So anyway, go and check out my new channel, King Brown Tracks, and I'll catch you on the track.